Salam alaikum, my brothers and sisters. This is From the Corner. We are here with Brother Lewis, Brother Bailey, Brother Vaughn, this guy, and myself. We'll introduce ourselves. I'll start with myself. I'm a very passionate Washington football team supporter. I bleed the football team to my blood. These my know. I know it like the back of my hand. I'm a Wizards
All right, your
supporter.
time's up, man. Next man.
And I bleed Manchester United
Yes, sir.
to
Okay.
the world and back.
All right.
Just know.
You're up, Chris.
I'll go next. I'm an avid Wizards, Washington Redskins fan. Fuck the football team. Make the Red Bull soon. And a Caps fan. I mean, like Nationals are alright. Like I guess.
Coon Lewis back at it again.
Dude, dude.
With the anti-Native American agenda.
Stop, dude. Stop. I love all my races.
He loves the Dakota Access Pipeline.
Huh?
He loves the Dakota Access Pipeline.
Oh Lord, that is cap. I love.
Am I up now?
Fuck the Cherokee.
All right. I'm Quinn, and as you can see in the background, I got the 76ers jersey spinning around. I'm a diehard Philly everything. That's me.
Is it my go?
I kind of interrupted you, Quinn. Please redo. But before, JD, I'm about to edit that out. Anti-Cherokee? What are we doing?
Can I ask you? Can you boys? My fan is like clicking. Can you hear it?
No.
Wait. Can we just be quiet for like 1 second? I just want to make sure.
It's like
I don't hear it.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So am I? Who's?
I have to edit the shit out of this now.
Just redo. I'll just cut out this portion.
Okay.
Who's going?
You. I kind of interrupted you.
Oh, so I'm going again?
Yes.
All right. Can you count me down, bro? I feel weird. Just be like 3, 2, 1.
2,
2, 1.
All right. What's up, everybody? I'm Quinn. And as you can see, I got the 76ers jersey spinning in the background. I'm diehard Philly everything, Eagles, Flyers, Phillies, and most importantly, the 76ers. So that's me.
Brother Vaughn.
What's up? I'm Mike, you know what I'm saying? Skins fan, you know what I'm saying? Nats fan, Caps, and the Wiz, you know what I'm saying? But, the Redskins, they're my shit. So.
Yes, sir.
football team.
Hello, I'm Jack. I'm a San Francisco fan. 49ers, Giants, Warriors. Not really the Sharks. Fuck them. Yeah, go Niners, bang bang, Niner gang.
When did you start supporting the Warriors?
Bandwagon, bro.
I am a bandwagon Warriors fan.
And self-admitting?
They're bad now. They're bad now, so it's okay.
I became a big fan in middle school when they were winning. But 49ers, Giants, I'm a huge fan no matter what. But yeah, Warriors when they're good.
I mean, did you support the 49ers before they won the Super Bowl?
Yes. 49ers out of the womb.
He dead.
Okay.
All right, our first topic. Tim Tebow, man.
Tim Tebow. Why is he doing this? Does he need the money? Is he doing it for publicity? Is he a loser?
That's a publicity stunt, man.
I think he's just a sad man who wants a pro sports career for real because he's failed at football already. He's failed at baseball. And now he's getting a job in the NFL before Kaepernick, which is what I have a problem with.
Let's not forget, he's failed at not Major League Baseball, but single A.
Single A minors.
He couldn't even make it to double A baseball.
And I guess it's not really his fault.
It's not really Tebow. It's that why are the Jaguars doing this too?
Right. Well,
because Urban coached that kid, and he got that kid 2 rings in college.
Yeah,
so I think
to be fair, but he never, as a QB, not as a tight end, dude. What are you doing?
Yeah.
No, I think
Tim Tebow at QB clearly didn't work though.
He ran a 4.7 40 10 years ago, so God knows what he runs now.
Yeah, dude. And now he's heavier.
Like, he's like in shape and shit, or is he just like?
I mean, he's been playing baseball, but you don't got to be in shape to play baseball, so who knows?
Yeah, you don't. He signed a practice squad deal. I don't know what that is, really. Why?
How many snaps did he play?
The real issue here, how is Tim Tebow getting signed?
Yeah.
And Colin Kaepernick still hasn't gotten a look?
That's what I'm saying.
It's just
because the amount of terrible QBs that are in the league that Kaepernick is or was clearly better than. and probably still is today, is kind of crazy to me.
Okay.
Sorry, is Kaepernick not better than Drew Lock?
Okay, let's keep it
Not
up.
better than Teddy Bridgewater?
Who is Colin going to get signed to now? Dude, I feel like every team.
Well, evidently no one.
I don't think. I think if he wasn't signed 3 years ago, he's not going to be
Why
signed.
why doesn't the football team sign him, Michael?
Okay.
You better start Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick. Okay, don't
And also Fitzpatrick is
This is better than you.
don't do that.
Hey, but my Eagles are down bad. But look,
No, okay, so you guys should. Okay, so you guys should.
You
sign
guys
him.
should
no,
think
but the reason we have a young QB who's developing. That's why we're down bad. But look, you guys are trying.
Kaepernick's not young.
Okay, but neither is Fitzpatrick.
Okay, so then what?
You guys are trying to win now. You guys have the defense for it, and you have other positions filled out.
Okay, but I was like, how do we know Colin's going to be better than what Fitz is?
Yeah, and also,
But why not take a chance? Because we know what Fitz is, and that's a very mediocre backup QB. Why not take the chance with Colin, a guy who won playoff games?
You guys should
Okay,
take
Quinn, and
we're not
also-
competing.
that's also taking a chance just to, and also like I don't know, dude.
It's not like Colin Kaepernick is driving a high price right now. I'm sure you could get him for a very low dollar, bro. That's all I'm
Are you
saying.
counting out
To be
Heineke?
fair- to
Are you
be
counting
fair-
out Heineke?
Yeah, like we got Taylor.
facts.
Quinn.
Nah, but
Is that the QB of the future, bro? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Look.
I mean,
If the QB room right now is Taylor Heineke and Ryan Fitzpatrick, put
There's a
Colin
lot of
Kaepernick in there and see what
Yeah,
happens.
it would be a very
Heineke
low
has
risk.
doesn't have.
It's a
Heineke-
low, exactly. It's a low risk and a possibility for a high reward. I don't know why you wouldn't do it. And there's plenty of other teams that are in a similar situation to where
Heineke has been so far. He's been in the XFL, CFL, whatever. He's fighting for it. He has grit. Jalen Hurts doesn't. Fitzmagic doesn't.
okay, Jalen Hurts is irrelevant to this conversation. The whole point is Colin Kaepernick, bro.
He needs to be signed by somebody,
Why not you?
dude. I'm not.
But the whole point of this is that it's clearly not a skill thing because there are quarterbacks that Colin Kaepernick I would put money on is better than today. But it's just, I mean, the owners, whatever it is, they don't want him in the
The
league.
whole scope of the
wait.
NFL has just been really suspect when it comes to these things.
Yeah.
Let's
Fucking
start-
Derek Carr still a starter.
JD, Michael was talking, brother.
Yeah, JD, come on, man. Quinn, what starting QBs do you think Colin is better than right now?
Let me take a look here. I mean, somebody else can say something while I'm looking.
We could at least give
Derek
that
Carr.
out.
Derek Carr.
No,
Derek
Tua Tagovailoa.
no.
Tua Tagovailoa.
No. You said Derek Carr, JD?
Yeah, Derek Carr's a terrible take. That's like horrible.
Yeah.
The only one I can think of is low-key Jalen.
Or Drew?
No, but look, I'm not even giving him Tua either because he's a young quarterback too. But why not? Who are the Panthers going to start? Sam Darnold, Colin.
Dude,
Kaepernick?
why are people?
Why are you looking at Sam?
Cam
Sam
Newton's
is not tough.
Sam's in a horrible position.
Yes, no. Sam need no. You can't say about Sam.
Cam Newton sucked. Drew Lock not good.
Yeah, Cam Newton was bad, bro. I mean, they just got Mac Jones, so that's fine. But like, I mean, there's and not to mention, Michael, we're talking about starting QBs right now, and
He's
there's a
better than all
debate
the
to be
backups.
made. There's
Yeah.
a debate to be made that he could start on certain teams. That being said, he should be a backup, no doubt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes.
And at the very least, a backup. I mean, the fact that you can even make a debate that he's better than a few starters in this league, and he's not even signed is appalling.
He'd be the best backup in the league. Like, whatever that.
He would be one of the better backups in the league. And as my Eagles will show you, your team is only as good as your backup quarterback. You know, Nick Foles, baby. So
of all time.
greatest backup QB ever, Super Bowl MVP. So talk to me.
So, yeah, that was our Tim Tebow talk, I guess.
Yeah.
But switching sides a little bit to the NBA, Russell Westbrook holds the record now, most triple doubles in the league.
Got it. That kid.
Yeah, I don't like him. Us as Wizards fans. I don't-
You don't.
Here's the question though, JD. Here's the question: where does he rank all-time point guards?
Is he
Because
better?
he's got the MVP, he's got the statistics. His numbers are my career numbers plus some. Because I can't even average a triple double in 2K. So
Quinn,
You
is
must suck
yeah.
at 2K, man.
okay, it was a joke,
Or you
brother
play
Gideon.
Okay, if we're
But-
gonna rank them all time, we have to start that he's top 8 already, right? We can agree.
Yeah, at the very least. I think the clear-cut ones that are better than him are Steph and Magic. I think those are 1 and 2 undebatably. The order can be debated. But
John Stockton.
Oscar.
John Stockton, I
How is John Stockton not better than him?
Okay, John Stockton never won an MVP. Russell Westbrook already has. There was a season when Russell Westbrook was. It depends on what you think of the MVP award, but he was arguably the best player in basketball for a season.
Okay, but didn't John lead his team to multiple chips.
I would say Karl Malone led that team.
And Stockton.
Yeah, Karl Malone led that team,
I
bro.
mean, but like Stockton was such a good playmaker and everything.
He was. I mean, he was good. But look, the argument to be made for Stockton is the fact that he accumulated the most assists and the most steals of all time in the history of the NBA. But he was never the best player in his team. Karl Malone was the best player in that team every season.
Exactly.
Karl Malone is the second all-time leading scorer, so it's pretty easy to get assists when you have the second all-time leading scorer on your squad.
I mean, but how much playoff success has Russ had?
How much playoff success did John Stockton had? He made the finals, never won. Russ has done the same
I mean,
thing.
but more than Russ.
He made 2 finals. Russ made 1. What's the difference?
Because I feel like Russ has empty.
And neither of them won. And look, here's the argument against Russ.
Chris said Russ has empty stats?
At least at the start of the year, especially.
You can't even say that. Though. Okay, can I talk about this, Michael? Because I actually thought about this earlier. The thing about the empty stats argument is, if you look at the record that his team has when he gets a triple-double, it is well above 500.
Dude, it's
Not to mention,
70%.
it's a casual take. I think it started back in the MVP race when he won it, because James Harden stands, including myself, were saying, oh, he's stat padding because they just wanted an excuse for why James Harden should win the award. But if you watch him in the game, it's not like he's stealing rebounds from his teammates or just he makes good decisions, and that's how he gets his assists.
But at the start of the year, he had hella turnovers. That was blasphemy.
Yeah, he has a lot. Okay, that's the one thing where I don't like about his play style is that he misses a lot of shots. He turns the ball over a lot. He's not really an efficient player, but he hacks the stat sheet like nobody else. So I think, let's go back to this all-time conversation though. Magic and Curry are clearly better. Do you guys agree with me that those are 1 and 2?
Yeah.
And the order can change.
Awesome.
The order can change, but those are definitely 1 and 2.
Okay, the order can't change. Magic is still better than Curry.
Dude,
No,
do you even want to go there though?
No. Okay, we'll stay on.
No. Actually, let's talk about it. Because look at the statistics. Steph Curry in 2016 had the single greatest offensive season in the NBA ever. He led the league in scoring on 50, 40, 90 shooting. Magic Johnson, he was probably a better leader than Curry. I mean, he has 5 rings, so there's that speaks for itself.
Yeah.
But he never put up a season like 2016 Steph.
I mean, I don't think
anyone
really has.
And if we're gonna talk about 2016 Steph, we should talk about 2021 Steph right now. This is
you.
arguably the best season of his career.
Yeah,
Let me say this. I read this earlier today. The Warriors right now are 3rd in the league in total 3-pointers made. If you take Steph's threes off that squad, they are dead last in the league. He made them from dead last to 3rd in 3-pointers made. And this is not like 2016 where he was catching passes from Klay Thompson. He was getting some defensive attention. Steph is the only one hooping on that team. I mean, Andrew Wiggins is all right. They got some good pieces, but he's the only one hooping at an elite level, and he is balling. So I don't think Magic. I think 2016 Steph, 2020, 2021 Steph, those are 2 of the greatest offensive seasons ever.
Okay, Quinn, are we talking about accolades or like as a player? Like as a player, I think Magic's just a better player.
Yeah.
And
I don't even know how you can debate that. As a player?
Russ is just so inefficient. You said it yourself.
I think
Are we talking about Steph or Russ? Because we're talking about Magic versus Steph right now.
Oh my God.
And I think Magic's a better player than Steph.
How, though? Are you talking about skill level? Because that's not even a debate.
He's a better playmaker. He's worse at shooting, right? He's a better defender.
Okay, can we just you can't just he's worse at shooting. Magic was an on and off mid-range shooter. He had a 3 sometimes. Steph is the greatest shooter in the history of basketball, bar none, no debate, not even close.
Okay, yeah, he's a way worse shooter.
Even that doesn't begin to cover it. Not to mention, if you want to talk about playmaking, Michael, the defensive attention that Steph Curry garners, the fact that he's getting double teamed 30 feet away from the basket, that makes your teammates open. He may not get the assist every time, but I've literally seen him get double teamed off the ball.
Okay, but it's just blasphemous to say that he's a better playmaker.
It's not okay. I never said that. No, I never said he's a better playmaker, but I think
there's a reasonable gap in their playmaking. I think Magic is a decent bit better of a playmaker.
I think the Magic is a little bit overrated in his half court passing, but his transition, he runs the best fast break ever. So I'll give it to you. Yeah.
Do we agree he's a way better defender too?
Magic was nothing special on defense.
But Curry is.
Steph's not good.
They were both minuses on defense. Magic at his best was a neutral, like 0 defender.
But Curry's a liability.
That's debatable.
No, he is a liability.
He's by no means good, but he led the league in steals one season.
I mean, Magic did twice though. So
I mean, Curry. He's
I
like,
mean, I'll give it to Magic on if nothing else because Magic was 6'9" or 6'8" or whatever he was, big as hell.
Okay, your favorite point guard or your point guard 6'10".
Yeah, but and he's the best defender in basketball. Your height helps you play better defense. So I'll give Magic the defense, yes, but this is a bad argument, anyways, Michael.
Michael.
Steph Curry
you're the
was
one that
the
brought up
leader.
the steals. I didn't bring up the steals.
Okay, but you're breaking it down, saying passing, scoring, whatever. That's a bad way to look at it. If you want to look at it like that, then you as a Michael Jordan fan have to admit that LeBron James is the greatest player ever. He's the best at multiple categories.
JD's been trying to speak.
I just want to say one thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Curry is 73s behind
Ray Allen.
Ray Allen, and
He's played like
600
600 less games. Yeah.
That stat speaks for itself.
Well, there's no debate that he's the greatest shooter of all time.
Yeah.
But okay, you want to talk about accolades, Michael? The Magic has 5 rings. Steph has 3. But to be honest, Magic was not the best player.
MVPs.
He has more MVPs, but Steph has a unanimous MVP. So I'll take 2 with a unanimous MVP over 3.
I don't. I got
Yeah.
it.
Magic
And-
was playing against Bird. Curry was playing against LeBron.
Just trying to disrespect Larry
I
Bird.
mean, that's a fair take. Larry
Yes.
Bird is one. I mean, those are
Larry
probably
Bird
one.
was great, but it was
Okay,
LeBron.
JD, I don't know why I thought you were making a comparison that's pretty equal in terms of
That's
comp because
something you
You're
JD
trying to
and
act like Larry Bird is some like.
yeah, I think Larry Bird and LeBron are probably
LeBron.
1 and 2 in power forwards small forwards all time.
That Celtics team too. Like, no, it wasn't just Larry.
Yeah, he's right. That Celtics team is one of the greatest of all time. But if we're gonna talk about that, we gotta talk about Magic's teammates too.
No, I'm not. Yeah,
I mean,
but-
look at Steph's team.
okay. We didn't even bring up the teams. JD did. I think.
If I mean,
Two players.
Oh well.
2 players.
I'm saying. I'm just bringing. Okay. Yeah.
we got a little sidetracked between the Steph and Magic thing, but I think what we've discovered here is it's debatable, Michael.
No,
You said it wasn't debatable. I think
At
Steph,
first, I didn't think it was debatable, but it's debatable.
when 2016 Steph and this season Steph that's the best offense that you can possibly have in basketball.
Fair. I'll give you that.
I mean, obviously, I think that eventually somebody will come along and do something similar, but I can't see anybody being as dominant as Steph the way he's dominant in those 2 seasons. And Magic had the accolades, and he had the best. He led the best team in the league for like damn near 10 years, so that definitely counts for something. But
You
all right,
What's the next
other
one?
point guards who we think are better than Russ all time.
Oh, Oscar. I didn't-
Oscar, yeah. Although Russ is closing in. I mean,
So
Isaiah
you think
Thomas.
he's 4?
what do you say?
So you think he's 4 because I'm only.
No, but I mean, I think Oscar's a little overrated.
So you
but-
think Russ is 4?
No, I don't. I think Isaiah Thomas is better than Russ.
Isaiah
Okay.
Thomas.
Okay. And what about the next point guard? I mean, like Steve Nash, like
No, hell no.
Chris Paul.
No, but he's better than Steve Nash though.
Chris, I mean,
Chris Paul's your averages.
What did Jason Kidd play?
Huh?
Jason Kidd, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's debatable.
Chris Paul I think is more debatable than Jason Kidd.
For better than Russ?
Yeah.
They're both. That's a good point.
Speaking of Chris Paul, the way he's leading him and Booker, that Suns team into the playoffs,
He's goaded.
That's the thing about Chris. If
Yeah,
you want to talk
are
about
they a
team
favorite?
success,
are they one of the favorites in the West, do you think?
I think they are. I think they're a much more legit contender than the Jazz are.
but I think the
Guys
Clippers,
have been a little
the Clippers
ridiculous.
are better than the Suns.
Yeah. But JD said one of the top contenders. I think the other than the
Oh, I thought-
Clippers.
I think the Nuggets are done without Murray. Since Murray was out, boom, they're gone. And it's between the Jazz and the Nuggets. The Lakers are just not.
I don't think.
I don't even know if the Jazz are legit, to be honest. They give me those Hawks team 4 All-Star team.
Yeah.
vibes, you know what I'm saying?
114 Hawks.
They balled out in the regular season and got swept by LeBron in the playoffs. So
I think Rudy Loki sucks.
I'm okay with that as a 76ers fan. Fuck Rudy. Go Ben.
No one's
The
talked about
biggest
the
L of
Clippers.
last year with touching the mics, man.
Yeah, he you're right, Ivan. He started this whole COVID shit, man.
No, he didn't. Okay. But
No,
that
he is responsible. If he
That
didn't
was
touch
bad.
those, if he didn't touch
It's
those
full
mics,
responsibility for the entire pandemic.
if he didn't touch those mics, the pandemic never would have happened, bro.
I thought Mitchell was the team. I thought Mitchell was
I would not own these masks.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's fuck Rudy. I appreciate that take, Chris. We can agree on that.
But let's think about Chris Paul. Career stats: 19 points per game, 10 assists, 2 steals, and 4 rebounds. And I feel like I've never heard of him playing with like a player like Karl Malone or like a defense like as tough as like the Pistons or something.
Or yeah, that's a good point. Or KD for Russ if you want to argue that, and James Harden back in 2013.
He had Blake Griffin. That's it.
Yeah, but I mean,
And not to mention, if you look at the team's records before and after he came and left, he is like the Suns team missed the playoffs last year. They're right now the second best team in the league in terms of overall
He would
record.
not be anywhere near as good if he wasn't there.
Especially the Thunder team last year is even a better case. They got like a 0.3% chance by ESPN in the preseason to make the playoffs, and he led them to a playoff spot next to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, which no disrespect to Shai, he's great, but he's a young ass player. He shouldn't be the second best player on a playoff team, especially in the Western Conference.
And Ty Jerome. Too.
So if we had to think, where would we put Russ? Are we putting him behind
I will put CP3 ahead of him.
and not Jason?
We got to talk about Jason. He's second all time in steals and in assists behind John Stockton and both of them.
He was good on defense.
He was good on defense, and he was probably best with the Nets. He led them to. I mean, in terms of playoff success, he has like really just as much as Russ. Does he have a ring? I think he may have won a ring.
I think we can end this Russ discussion with how the Wizards do next year.
Well, but okay.
Obviously, this year was kind of different with COVID and everything. I think
The
after
year
the
hasn't even
draft,
ended.
I think
Yeah,
the Wizards, they're not going to do anything if they make the playoffs.
To be honest, I think that's kind of irrelevant to Russ's argument because his is not about team success. It's about the fact that he just stuffed the stat sheet. And Jason Kidd,
if he goes far in the playoffs, that's going to help him overall with his.
He could go far in the. I mean, I don't want to.
I'm just saying that'll help his whole fight.
his legacy.
Yeah, that'll help his legacy if they go at all deep.
I would put Russ ahead of Jason Kidd. Not looking at it, he has one ring, but he won it as a 37-year-old bench player with the Mavericks. That was the Dirk Nowitzki team.
His stats low-key suck.
But we have Russ at 5, behind Magic, Steph, Isaiah, CP3, and then him.
Yeah, let's see if I'm forgetting anybody. Not Steve Nash, not Bob Cousy, not Walt Frazier.
Yeah, after all those,
IT. I mean, do we want to talk about Oscar one more time? I think Oscar's overrated, but
Is Iverson worth discussion?
no. Also, Iverson may have been a shooting guard. That's up for
I was
debate,
asking
too.
about him earlier.
And this is as a 76ers fan. Iverson was a great scorer, but there's actually an interesting comparison for Russ as the modern Allen Iverson because they're both inefficient players that just stuff the stat sheet like crazy. They both have one MVP, but I mean, I'm giving it to Russ, even as a 76ers.
Iverson broke? What's up with his whole
He's broke as shit. He was not financially responsible, and he's waiting for this Adidas deal to hit. He signed a crazy ass contract where he's gonna get $10 million in a few years. So he's got to
hit the bank.
He's got to eat ramen noodles for a couple more years, make those dollars last, and then he'll be rich again.
Wait, who?
Allen Iverson.
Oh.
But yeah, there's stories about him keeping cash in trash bags in his fucking house, not a bank account, but he would keep thousands and thousands of dollars in trash bags.
That's
And I think it was Lou Williams who told a story because Lou Williams was a rookie on a 76ers team right before AI left, and he said that AI would throw $10,000 at a strip club in a single night. He was reckless, and I guess that's how you go broke.
Respect it. Live your best life.
I don't even. If you threw $1,000 at a strip club, you'd be, throwing most of the money there. 10,000? What are you doing?
What's the next topic?
The next topic is NFL draft. Justin Fields, one of the Bears. He wants to kill himself.
Well, before we move on, what do we do? You want to just make one final decision on the Big L?
What do you mean?
I put Russ above him.
Yeah, especially having Russ just having passed him, and Oscar has the ring. But he didn't win that until you play with Lou Alcindor, Kareem. So
I agree with that.
Leave a comment down below, guys. What do you think? Russ or Oscar?
Russ at 5? one more time. We got Magic / Steph at 1-2.
Yep.
IT, CP3, and then Russ. I like it.
Well, not the 5'9" IT.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Isaiah the Pistons Thomas. The fuck.
Get it trending on Twitter. Do ride with Quinn, ride with Mike.
Yeah, Magic
Yeah.
versus Curry,
Hold on,
baby.
Brady, before we go on, does anybody know how long we've been doing this? I wonder.
Like half hour.
It's at 32 minutes.
It's not like
How do you
30.
That's
know?
pretty solid.
We started at like 10:25.
Also, my time's like in the corner. So
Oh.
All right, you want to talk about the draft and then end it?
Yeah. Justin Fields hates his life. No emotion at all when he got the call. That room was silent. No one was cheering. They were just
I mean, I wouldn't be too happy to carry on the legacy of Mitch Trubisky either. So,
But they,
all the Bears fans were screaming. He was like,
these two football team fans, you got to talk about how that went. I was there watching the draft with you boys.
no.
Dude, that's what you got to talk about because for a hot minute there, for like maybe 5 picks, it looked like you guys were gonna get the kid.
No, at first yeah. I mean the Justin thing, that's unfortunate. But about Jamin, or how do I say it, Michael?
Jamin.
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 like Jay and them. Yeah, Jay.
I've
He's
just
like
seen it, I don't know how to pronounce it. Jamin Davis though, he's a freak athlete. So like,
I love the pick.
You guys like that pick over JOK?
Yeah.
he has frame, and Michael was saying something with his heart, but he
Yeah.
also
Yeah, he has a heart problem.
he has a frame concern.
he had the heart problem and he's kind of small for his position. That's why.
I mean,
The thing is, like, the NFL is moving away from big ass middle linebackers.
Yeah, but
Nowadays, teams like guys that can cover sideline to sideline or at least hash to hash, and JOK can do that and he can cover. So I think he's going to be a great player.
so
Yeah,
speaking
I don't think the size is going to be a concern like other people do.
I think they're like scared because like Isaiah Simmons didn't really work out last year.
Yeah.
Okay, but he got inconsistent playing time, and I still think. I mean, he's young as hell, bro. What are we doing?
Yeah, I was scared when the Cardinals drafted him. I was like,
No. Yeah. I
but
thought
He's. I mean, in college he was mean as hell, and I think he's going to come around.
If they play him correct, like I don't know what they're doing over there in Arizona, but they need to play him correctly.
The fact that the Bears traded up and stole your guy, though, that I mean, this brings back Loki to the Collins situation because you guys have or the conversation. You guys have a QB hole to fill.
Dude, I think I don't.
Because the way I look at your team is that you guys have an elite defense and you have most of the pieces that you would need to actually win some playoff games. And maybe another wide receiver or something. The only really big piece you're missing is a quarterback.
If Fitzpatrick can play average, literally average,
just average.
literally average, we could be contenders, dude.
We're gonna
For the
win
Super Bowl, like for a ring.
Contenders.
Dude, you guys are forgetting we almost beat Tom.
We had
Okay.
the last QB.
No,
we had the
nobody
32nd ranked QB play last year.
Nobody else got that close.
7 games.
Nobody else got that close.
Realistically, I don't think that you guys have the fucking defense of the 2000 Baltimore Ravens. You know what I'm saying?
I think we have the best.
That's like the last time when a bad QB, Trent
Oh,
Dilfer.
actually, you know what? Low-key, the Broncos with Peyton Manning was in.
That's true. He was really bad that
And
season.
No,
we
if we-
so
Dude,
bad.
we just and if the O line play can be consistent and our D line plays how they like should,
Good D-line.
we could.
Your D line is crazy.
Yeah.
I
I mean, that's you guys invested so many first round picks in it, and it paid off.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, no offense, but it's just like it's Washington.
you guys suck.
That's so disrespectful, JD. They have 3 Super
Did you guys
Bowls.
blow a 10-point lead in the Super Bowl?
You guys suck.
Stop.
Are
we talking about
back to that one?
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes is a joint owner of the San Francisco.
We'll see what
49ers.
Trey Lance does. But
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. What do we think about? Do you guys think Washington is a winner or loser of this year's draft?
Are you talking about the whole draft or the first round?
We can do let's just do first round.
I don't know. I
First
have to
round.
watch.
I won't call us losers, but I won't call us winners.
Yeah, I have to watch it. I don't know how.
I was gonna say that about your whole draft, to be honest.
but I
The
like
whole
our
draft, I look
later-
at for some. I think
I like our later rounds.
I like
The thing, like, I guess maybe my criteria is a little different as an Eagles fan because we had a pretty high pick. We traded back, but we ended up taking the 10th pick. But for like a win in the draft for me would have been like a big splash in the first round and then filling holes in the later round.
Did kind of get a big splash. Heisman winner.
That's that. I think, but the thing is, I think my Eagles had like a really average draft because
Quinn, I think your overall draft was average, but you hit in the first round.
No, I think we are one of the biggest winners of the first round. Second round, we took what's the guy? I should know his name. The guy from Alabama.
Landon Dickerson.
Yeah, something like He who I think is going to be. He had injury problems, which is funny as for Eagles offensive lineman, like carrying on the tradition of having injury problems on our line. But if he can stay healthy, he's played snaps at every single position on the offensive line, so he can fill those holes. If somebody goes down mid game, he can play guard, tackle, or center.
Yeah.
And then, but other than those two, we drafted like a running back. Like we have Miles Sanders. What are we doing? Like I just don't think that we really hit.
I kind of like the 49ers taking Trey Sermon third round.
That I felt that was kind of a reach, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, we're losing McKinnon and Coleman. All we have is Mostert and like Jeff Wilson.
no, I mean you guys drafted for need, but I just felt like Trey Sermon there was kind of like,
Yeah.
Trey Lance is obviously the most
Everyone is hyping up our 5th round pick. The DB from USC. I forgot his name. It's like some Hawaiian name, but he is like dirty.
the safety.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's nice. He's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like very excited to see him because we need if we don't get Sherman back, that's our like Achilles heel.
Oh, but Quinn.
Lona Hufanga.
Yeah, it's like something T. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Quinn,
What's up?
the reason I also like your first round is because you guys screwed over the Giants and like
Yeah, they are so mad, and it is so funny. It is so funny.
The Eagles and Giants are low key starting some.
That's going to be the saddest rivalry of all time. It's going to be 2 4-6 teams battling it out for the division. But
Well, Kadarius Toney, like that's.
They low key scare me.
I don't think they should.
I think the Giants are winning that division.
Shut up.
Hell no. That's a
What?
terrible take.
I mean, they could, but I don't think they.
No, it's not happening. It's you guys have the division, bro.
Make the break with Daniel Jones. If he doesn't at least have an
Danny
above
Dimes has more career turnovers than games played. Like,
Yeah,
We need that kid this
it's not the best division ever, so anything can happen.
but if he can put it together, they have the weapons to make some noise.
Yeah, that would scare me.
Their wide receiver core:
It is good. It's
Tony,
There you
Shepard,
Galladay.
Galladay.
and they would have had
Galladay.
Devontae, but the Eagles had to intervene, baby.
That would have been outrageous.
But I low key feel like our receivers are low key better. Maybe that's a hot take.
Our DBs are clams too.
Better.
Here's a question. No, here's a question.
I think our receivers are better than the Giants.
I think that's cap.
Wait, listen. This isn't.
Terry-
I think that's cap. You guys got Terry.
Terry's better than Galladay. Curtis
Terry's the
Samuel's
best on either one, but
Yeah, exactly. And Curtis Samuel's better than Sterling Shepard.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's like that. Yeah.
Wait, listen.
Saquon, though.
Is Saquon a low key bust number 2 overall pick?
What?
Bro.
But
People
For number 2. For number
He
2.
he just had injury issues.
Stop! A running back at 2 is outrageous. He's
That's-
supposed to be like a Hall of Famer type. If you're taking a running back
Injury
at
issues.
I mean, but what happened? Like he doesn't have time. He still has so
actually,
much.
I'm not gonna hold you. Looking at his stats,
Right,
yards
but
per
that's-
game, he was averaging 81 and 77 in his healthy seasons.
Dude, I'm saying
If you're taking him at 2 overall, you got to be Derrick Henry, like 110 yards a game.
Derrick Henry was a second round pick, by the way. Why was Derrick Henry a second round pick?
Because they don't draft running backs that early.
Yeah, running backs don't.
Still.
I mean, they go first round though.
No,
Yeah.
but like,
Melvin Gordon was a first rounder.
I mean,
Not to mention wasn't Derrick Henry like the greatest high school football player in the history of
Yeah,
the sport?
he had like 500 yards a game.
I don't know why they wouldn't. Yeah, I'm not sure what.
I mean, he's
Early was-
he's clearly the best running back in the league. We've had this conversation a couple times.
Yeah,
That
I
guy's
mean, to be fair though, Derrick Henry didn't even start going like OD until.
yeah.
I mean, he just rushed for 2,000 yards.
Later.
he did.
No, but his like rookie season and stuff.
Okay,
I
but he
I don't know if he got injured or something, but he wasn't like going OD.
He was always a second half year player. Like he just turned up towards the end.
He's come off of he averaged 127 rushing yards a game.
God.
No,
He
really.
led the league
Past
in rushing.
2 years, it's like
2 years straight, he's led the league in rushes, yards, and touchdowns, and yards per game.
no, he's different. He's
Oh, wait,
different.
are we gonna agree that Saquon is somewhat of a bust?
For number 2, yes.
I don't want to see that because
But-
it's still so early.
If he wasn't 2, if he was like a 15 overall pick, then
Yeah, if it was like 15 late first, okay, he's living
I
up
mean,
there.
Wait, did they trade up for him or
what
did
if
they
in the coming seasons he just goes like stupid?
Yeah, it's too early to call him.
No, but I'm saying as of now, it's looking as if he's not.
I wouldn't even say that, bro. I mean,
He's underwhelming. Is he not underwhelming?
No,
if he's healthy this year and he plays the whole year and
he's played 2 healthy seasons, though, dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
come on, dude.
Like he's still 24. He still has.
It's
That's
young, no.
Running back
the
at
bust
2?
bust.
Stop.
He's
Hold
done. Hold on.
makes someone a bust.
What?
That's what makes like them a bust. Not if they're playing about if they like get injured all the time.
It's not even all the time. This is his first real injury issue, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
He
It was
also
just a
had like
bad
I
injury.
feel like he had like that hamstring issue like a year or two ago.
you're right, but this is his first major one. I mean, I just think it's too early to say that. Right now, it's not looking good, but
And they didn't
I
have
wouldn't call
like
him a
the
bust.
season last year. Everyone tore ACLs.
Last year's injury, I think there had something to do with COVID because
Yeah, it was. They
even
didn't
the
have PTAs. They didn't. It was a shorter off season.
yeah.
Wait, is this our last topic?
We had J. Cole going to Rwanda as our
Oh
last
yeah, that's a good one to close on. That's just some fun shit.
I don't know what's up with that.
Do we have anything else to say about the draft before we move on?
one. Washington's kind of winners in a way for the overall.
We didn't talk about Trey Lance, JD.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah.
the Niners are winners for not fucking up and taking back. Yeah.
Are you that confident about Trey Lance?
Yeah. I know he's better than Mac Jones.
He's better than Mac Jones, but 4th overall.
No,
This is what they're saying. They're saying Mac Jones was a safer pick, but Trey Lance has a higher like.
Feeling.
no,
Mac Jones was a safe pick because. Oh, no, go ahead, Ivan. Go ahead.
I was just saying, Mac Jones just looked like he was destined.
But dude, he played in the most pro style offense of college football history.
Dude, Mac Jones was the safe pick because we know exactly what he is, and that is a terrible QB. So
Was it him or Kyle Trask?
you're not rolling the dice with Mac Jones. You know what you're getting. Trey Lance, you can roll the dice a little bit, but Mac Jones, that is a Patriots quarterback.
He does not look like
Like
a
fast.
professional football player.
No, he doesn't.
He looks Tom
He
Brady.
looks like he should be going to Goldman Sachs with his briefcase.
Watch him make us eat our.
Have you seen his DUI photo?
No, yeah, hey, you're right, Chris, because he's gonna throw like 30 touchdowns and 3 picks or something. And
Turn into Tom and we joning on him, dude.
hey, I'll stand by this. I don't like to make predictions because I don't like to eat my words, but this one he's gonna be terrible.
Trevor. Oh yeah,
I'm sizing it. He's gonna be average. He's
Super
gonna
Bowl incoming. Super
no,
Bowl.
he's gonna be average. He's gonna be average
no, yeah. This is the last part. The Jaguars taking
at the end.
yeah, ETN in like
That was just stupid.
why would they?
I think Trevor wanted him.
They have James Robinson.
Yeah,
That was so
He's-
stupid.
He came out of nowhere, undrafted.
Yeah, but that was. I mean, I don't know why.
I didn't like the pick.
They also signed another running back in the offseason. I forgot who.
They signed Carlos Hyde.
Yeah, and they said ETN was going to be their third down back.
He don't got the third down back.
He said Urban was like, yeah, he's going to be our third down back. We'll waste a first round pick on a third down running back.
Yeah, that's really stupid of them. Not gonna
That's
lie.
why I don't think Urban's going to be a good coach.
No, I don't think Urban's gonna.
I think he's going to be bad.
And do you think Trevor's gonna live up to number one?
Yes.
Yes, it's been like since he's in middle school they were like number one.
You know, I think he's gonna be good as hell, but I think that he was a little bit sized and like they were overrating him a little bit.
It'd be so funny if he just sucked.
It would be funny as shit. He's gonna lose his first like regular season game or whatever in like
Yeah,
like ever.
Yeah.
That's so-
I mean, watch Jaguars.
Imagine if he doesn't.
He just never
17 and 0
loses
just
a
win the
regular
Super Bowl.
season game.
17 and 0.
Every single year, he just goes 17 and 0.
He's the greatest of all time.
Yeah, no, that'd be crazy.
Here's a hypothetical. Let's say that Trevor every single season leads his team to be 17 and 0, but he never gets a Super Bowl. Where is he all time?
I don't even know.
He's not better than Tom. He's
No,
not
but
better than Tom.
you can't give him a GOAT because then it's irrelevant. Like
That's like Dan Marino, but it's like Dan Marino, but
what?
It is
it's
like
Dan Marino, but every single season.
Yeah, it is like Dan Marino.
Yeah.
He'd be top 5.
But no rings, no rings.
I take
Hey,
him.
he will be going ballistic on Twitter after the third season where you go 17 and 0 and choke in the playoffs.
He'd be on his Giannis shit. He'd be on his.
Everyone
he
would
would
call
be,
him a
he would
bum. You bitch.
I can already see the memes in my head.
I could just know. I know there's gonna be if that happened, there would be so many like new bars for rappers to use.
Oh yeah.
That's like the 3-1 shit.
Oh my goodness.
That Jaguars pick made them like a loser, Loki.
I mean,
I can't
realistically,
lose when you take Trevor Lawrence. So.
yeah,
I mean,
realistically, he's gonna be really good. I just,
Back number 19 overall.
do you guys think that he's like they were comparing him to Luck and Manning out of college? Do you think he's like that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
for sure.
good. He's pretty good.
So yeah, J. Cole to Rwanda. I think he's just like having fun.
I do too.
I just want to hear his
He
album.
sold all
We're
of
getting the album too. It's, okay, here's the difference. I mean, the thing about going to Rwanda, he's always had a hoop dream, and he's not good to play in the NBA, so he's going to the new African basketball league. I think that's really all there is to it, and he's going to hoop it up. But realistically, this is going to be his last album. He's going to retire after this.
Is he going with music after this?
I've been saying that for months now because he's been saying some weird cryptic shit. Like on Instagram, he had this whole post about what his plan was before he talked about getting a Puma deal, and then releasing the off season was the last thing on the list. Like that was the last
If
step.
you watch his little like 12-minute documentary, you just get vibes that
He kept talking about how like I just want to do this one more thing before I head out type shit. Like he wanted to
like I'm about to grind hard this one last time for this
Yes.
last album, and then no more.
and not to mention, didn't he have a kid recently? Like it's been a little while, but his kid is still young.
I don't know anything about this man's kids. He
Yeah, he's so quiet about it.
Fuck that kid.
I didn't know he had a kid until I heard "Sacrifices" off of the Dreamville album.
Hold on, you just said fuck that kid.
This is the reason J. Cole retires from rapping. Fuck that kid.
No, that's
To
a
be
bad
honest,
take.
I'm not even that like. I'm not even that. I wouldn't even be that upset if he retired. Because J. Cole, he is an elite rapper.
He'll still do features, right?
I think he'll still do some features, but
and he'll probably do feature. But he's not like an elite. He's not like a top tier. I mean, he's an elite rapper, but he's not like.
He's not in like Thug's range, is what you're saying.
What's up with you and the kids?
I mean, I love Young Thug. I mean, I like Young Thug more than J. Cole. Actually, you know what?
Okay, but okay.
If we're gonna be real, Young Thug has done more for the culture than J. Cole.
Thug is hot take. Thug is the most influential rapper of all time.
Not of all time.
No.
Right?
Who?
He has an argument.
I mean, Michael, you could say
influential rapper of our generation.
You could say the same about like Lil Wayne if you want to talk about he like spawned all these new mumble rapper shit. Like,
I mean, Lil Wayne is.
I think Lil Wayne is more influential than Thugger, bro. And you could make a case for Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I don't Jay-Z.
Okay, but I'm talking about like
Jay-Z was over.
I'm talking about like rappers. Like I don't think people try to rap like Jay-Z or like.
If Jay-Z never married Beyonce, do you think he'd still be like this hype?
Don't say.
Diddy, you have terrible takes, bro.
Bro, it's like
I think he's the greatest of all time.
You think he's the greatest of all time?
Bro, he's put out 13 studio albums. He's dominated 3 decades. Not dominated 3 decades, but he's been 444 was, I mean, as a Kendrick Lamar super fan, it was the best rap album that came out that year. Better than Damn.
It's better than Damn.
It's better than Damn. It should have won the Grammy that year. And that's coming from Kendrick Lamar is my favorite rapper ever by a wide margin. So that was the best album that year. He killed the 2000s with American Gangster and shit. And he killed the 90s.
What's weird is I think Jay-Z's underrated in a weird way.
I don't think.
I agree, Ivan, because people take it for granted. He's been there for so long, and he's been so consistent that it's just like, oh, that's Jay-Z.
And
like,
people never, the people that are our age that always say, when you ask them who's the greatest rapper of all time, they say Tupac and Biggie, and they don't know what they're talking
never
about.
listened to like 3 of his songs.
Yeah. I feel like if they actually listen to Jay-Z's music and then listen to Biggie and Pac's music, they would think Jay-Z.
Okay, but hear me out. I feel like when you ask people our age that, I feel like people feel like that they have to say that out of respect. Because
I say Kendrick Lamar because I mean I know that like the back of my hand. And I know.
Okay,
I think the time is Uzi, but that's just.
Shut up, man.
You have terrible music
I'm
taste.
a Uzi super
Bro,
fan.
he doesn't miss.
Oh, come
he
on.
makes bangers after bangers.
I don't
remember last year when he came out with Vanilla Cake what we were doing in lunch? Do you remember what we were doing in the lunch line?
But
what's Vanilla Cake?
Dude, if like other rappers did that, we'd be doing the same thing.
The moment Kendrick Lamar drops, it'll be the same thing.
Yeah.
But with Eternal Take, that was like different. Everyone was bumping.
Okay, but that was because he dropped it randomly at school. I feel like it would be the same thing if a big name rapper, because normally they drop at midnight. If a big name rapper dropped while we were at school, it would
Even
be
if 21 Savage did.
Yeah, exactly.
I just think Uzi doesn't miss.
Uzi is goated. Don't get twisted.
But okay, he's not even near. He's not even near.
We're not trying to go.
Favorite rapper of my
He's not
life.
even. He's not even near the. He's not even. There's a room of possible goats. He's not even at the doorway, bro. He's not even close.
In my opinion, in my lifetime, Uzi is my favorite.
Of our generation?
You could say favorite. You could say favorite.
That's man.
That's what I said.
No, but you said goat.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's the GOAT. I like him. He's my favorite.
You should have specified that initially.
Yeah, for me, that changes the conversation.
If I didn't say that, my bad. But I think I said that.
You didn't say it.
You did.
Here's going back to the Tupac and Biggie thing that Chris was saying. Like, you kind of feel obligated to say it because old heads kind of like tweak. But you can even like, I don't even know if they were the best rappers of like that era. To be honest,
I don't know, to be honest.
I think they're really overhyped. And I didn't argue.
Kendrick Lamar has better discographies than both of them.
And that's a model. I'm saying even back then. I think that I'm partial to Big L. I think he was the best spitter of the '90s. He spat more better bars than either Tupac or Biggie. So I mean, and then Jay-Z was running the '90s too. He clearly has a better discography than either one of them. I mean, obviously they died too young, and we wouldn't know what they would have done with the rest of their career.
It's mainly the way they died that makes people.
It adds to their like appeal in a weird way.
Yeah, like Eminem or DMX died like during then, they would also appeal.
Eminem is. I used to be a head ass to say Eminem was like up there, but he's not even close.
Wait, what was our initial topic of this?
J.
It was
Cole.
about J. Cole playing basketball.
So wait, Chris. Yeah. Now I gotta ask, who's your goat?
Oh yeah. I want to hear this. No, Chris, enlighten me. I want to know.
We all got to share our goats, by the way.
Wait, have we all said our goats?
Hold on.
I mean, we know it, but the podcast listeners don't.
This is like my favorite like artist of my
Your
life.
goat, your personal goat.
Because the fact that you're already making all these.
I'm asking. No,
If you say Drake and I played Energy for you 2 weeks.
No,
ago,
wait, I'm asking a question. Asking a question. So this is my favorite artist of our.
No. Who is your goat? Who do you think is
the greatest rapper of all time?
Okay. I'm not even thinking Drake, but that's a loaded question.
How?
Because I don't even think I know enough.
Because you have a bad take because
his whole flow. He copied his whole flow word for word, bar for bar. Bitch.
Okay, Chris. I know you have a bad take because you're not even gonna say.
No, it's not. I'm actually wondering though because I feel like I don't want to say like Tupac or Biggie or some shit. Like,
all right, I think it's Kendrick Lamar. Ivan, don't you think it's Kendrick Lamar too?
It's Kendrick Lamar as well.
And Michael thinks it's Young Thug, which is respectable, but I gotta disagree. JD is off the chart somewhere talking about Uzi.
I don't have one. I'm so
Chris Lewis.
I would say
that's respectable.
I'd say I don't care if there's a bad take. This is me. I'd say Travis Scott.
Of all time,
dude. This is what. JD, you just said Uzi. Don't be looking like that.
Chris,
no, give me fair.
Travis Scott is my favorite artist.
Travis
is. Yes, Travis.
Okay, we got to stop all talking at once. There's two conversations going at once. First off, JD, yes, Travis is way better than Uzi, no doubt.
Travis,
bro, what?
And then, but I don't even want. This is not even a topic of discussion because it's not even close. Okay, you just got to be hip. And then Ivan, you can carry on with what you were saying.
I was about to say, Travis Scott, y'all remember, Travis Scott's my favorite artist. Like, I know every single Travis Scott song.
He's not the goat, though.
Come on, bro.
No, but when I was thinking about it, I was just thinking about, like, when I was, like when
is he the best artist of all time for doing a damn Fortnite and McDonald's collab? I mean, like,
that was some head ass. Why don't you guys Joan on Travis for that, but you Joan on.
He was getting his bag. Drake is just a head ass, bro.
Like that. He was
Drake just be selling out. I mean, old Drake was great, but
here's the difference, Chris. Here's the difference. Travis was doing cringy stuff to make money. Oh, hold on one sec.
Was Drake?
I think.
Damn, he left this. Is he gonna be able to get back?
I think it's about to say Travis did stuff to make money, but Drake did cringy stuff
to make money.
Oh yeah, Drake was in Degrassi.
to make money.
No, like, we need to come back. We need him to come back to
Yeah.
start the real Drake slander because we
He
got
entered the.
we
Hold
got
on,
the
I just admitted him. He should be for the year.
yeah, 'cause we got the whole Georgia Smith stuff. We got the Rihanna stuff. We got the.
I'm not saying he wasn't ahead.
No, we got the.
I love how I left and
I'm not
Ivan
saying he wasn't
carried on
ahead.
my conversation.
I'm
He
not
knew
saying-
exactly what I was about to go into.
Yeah.
But Travis was doing cringy stuff to make money. Drake was losing money while doing cringy stuff. He paid $100,000 to get J-Lo a necklace months before she married A-Rod. I don't want to hear it, bro.
Damn, he did that?
Yes.
What
And he
the?
got played by Georgia Smith before she was even known. That guy takes L's.
You
man.
guys always, talk about personal like people. Like I feel like
Dude, find the L that Kendrick Lamar.
we
took.
always go way off the music though.
Find his music isn't good. He dropped Tootsie Slide. That's like what?
The worst
Five
rapper.
was the biggest sellout song ever.
That encapsulates Drake's whole career. He sold out the art of hip hop to make a TikTok song to make money, bro. That's an left foot up, right foot slide. What is that,
The
bro?
only way Drake can get
Travis can do stuff to make money. Travis made that shitty ass alcohol. That was some weird shit. The cacti shit. What is that, dude?
Never had it. You're 17.
Oh yeah, I've never had it. I've never.
Okay,
That
but
is
look,
so-
but
Chris,
it doesn't
that
involve.
is
Hey,
so haram. That is so haram. It's not even funny. So haram. So haram.
and to be honest, Chris, it's excusable because Travis makes good music.
I think Drake does too.
Who?
Drake's fans.
The only way
his
Drake
fans
can
have
get my
been-
redemption, the only way Drake can get my redemption for his post-views music minus More Life is if Certified Lover Boy is the same level
It's
as
trash. I've heard.
I've listened to it. It is
It's
terrible.
trash.
It is awful.
It's trash, dude.
So Drake-
you never know. Maybe he might release some.
Unless it's some different stuff,
Oh, yeah,
dude.
that's like the worst name ever. Certified.
No,
Lover.
it's bad.
Thank you. That guy got a heart like in his lineup, bro, to
Yeah.
promote the album. What is that, bro?
Also-
He's a fuckboy. He's like a fuckboy.
I know we weren't talking about personal stuff, but did you guys know that JD not JD. Gillette has had a like heart in the side of his head for the past like week, and said he was a certified lover boy for like the past like week.
If you do that, you gotta off yourself to be
Nah,
honest.
Do our listeners care about a random guy named
Yeah,
after
we're gonna have to cut that out.
Are we?
named after
Just-
shaving cream?
You just bleep his name.
Yeah. Oh, dude, who is gonna? All right, yeah. All right, yeah.
That's
As
fine.
far as we know, we're talking about shaving cream. You didn't even say his first name. You just said
Yeah,
Gillette.
yeah. All right.
Gillette shaving
I hope
cream.
Gillette doesn't watch this and I told him to off himself.
I said it to his face. All right.
You said it to my. You said stuff like that to my face as well.
All right, we're gonna.
You
Hey,
don't care about
everybody,
that.
thanks for watching, man. The podcast.
Ah.